Awesome. Alright. Cooking with gas. Should be able to get Unleash, and that should make this a hell of a lot easier. Damn, Reaper SRS is actually pretty good. Actually, I do need that so I can get some 4 links. It's actually tempting to play Reaper next league or SRS now that I'm playing this, but Guardian's going to be better for SRS. It's much tankier. Hey Dwight, how you going, man? I've got a fly tomorrow, so I'm just chilling out, playing some Delirium. I hope, man. I really hope. Be nice to roll a second melee build. I'm not going to trust it initially. I know what build I'm playing, and I'll have that bit up after patch notes. But yeah, it'd be nice to play a slam build. Or just like or like dual strike, to be honest with you. That'd be just awesome to play that. Maybe. Not sure yet, man. We just don't know. I just got no clue until we see patch notes at this stage. Like, to make melee good, it's gonna have to be pretty significant changes. And obviously, like, chain hook, they definitely have to make chain hook good. I'm legit thinking about playing a bloody an SRS build this league though, because it's fun as hell. This track list is so chill. Pretty hectic day, so it's nice to just chill out. Yeah, so powerful back in the day. It's cheese anything. Need unleash. Yeah, exactly. Just slaps hard. I think like using Reaper is actually really good support for it too. An example of how good minion army builds are though. So easy. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Low Life Vortex Occultist as my league starter. Be running True Block on it and just smash and delve and pretty much everything in the game. Run through maps, nice and chill build. Perfect build for a league start. Yeah. You're better off playing Raider with Frostblades because of the speed. But I want to focus Temples and Delve this league. So I'll have a few guides coming up about that. Yeah. There'll be one, man. Maybe Wild Strike, potentially. This is abuse Elemental and the crit, the ability to max out crit with Wild Strike could work. Wild Strike's really good at clear. You can get the jewels that basically relegate it to just cold damage, and then does that huge like cold sweep damage sort of effect. The 3 different hits: one lightning chains, fire a single target, and ice is clear. But I haven't played it in so long. I'd have to play with the tree and figure it out again. Do some build testing. No, it's Wild Strike. Oh, alley hit is more for range. Wild Strike does it with Wild Strike. Pretty sure. Anyway, give it a whirl and see what the Delio is. Might work. It'd be cool to see a Wild Strike build again. Maybe that might get buffed up. But also using Trinity would buff that up significantly. Oh, thanks for the follow, Shooter. Cheers, man. Just having a nice chill D&B stream tonight. I've got to fly out 600 kilometers into the Gulf tomorrow, so. But I'll be streaming in the remote. I'll be there for 3 weeks, and I'll be streaming my first league start from the middle of Australia. Man, I'm streaming on both right now. I'm multi-streaming. Yeah, give it a go. See if it works for you. I'm a finance and tech manager for a company. So, got to go out and spend some time with staff and basically troubleshoot some systems and stuff like that. And in the middle of rewriting and implementing and designing a project management system for engineering project management, capital projects, if you want to call it that. So I've got to go out and do a fair bit of work on that. But that's what I do. It's a boring, mundane job. By trade, I'm an accountant. I got a degree in accounting and a few other certifications on that. So, yeah. By day, I'm all serious, and by night, I play video games and live stream and make YouTube guides. Yeah, I've seen some interesting shit. I will say that, but I do enjoy what I do, and I saw like few previously full-time streamers for PoE have given up full-time streaming because they can't do it anymore, and I don't regret my decision to work full-time and just do streaming and YouTube as just my hobby, and it's the best way. I think it's one of the best ways to do it. I never feel disengaged from it, which is the best part. I only realised how to apply for the Ruthless, like the Ruthless early access this afternoon. I was like, fuck, I saw like keys are being issued out. I was like, or access are being issued out. It's like, god damn it. I'm sort of keen to play Ruthless. I just want to see how brutal it is. Like the Dark Souls of PoE. Recent mapping with Ruthless, because it's like you basically are like struggling to just get like basic crafting mats and stuff like that in it, from what I've heard. Like, it sounds fucking awesome. Not as like a league event, like a league sort of play. It sounds painful if that were the game. Nobody would play PoE, but it sounds like a lot of fun. should be able to run the termination really soon. Ooh, Soldier's helm. I hope the music's not too loud in the background there. I find it really hard to gauge the audio with OBS Streamlabs. Ah, awesome. I'm doing way better this time in Endless Delirium or Delirium Everywhere than last time. Last time I just, yeah, it was just so frustrating. Yeah, I sort of thought about not playing, and I was like, I'm playing Darktide, but I really wanted to play some PoE just to stay fresh in the game. But I know what you mean, like, it's sort of just like waiting for the new league to come out, and it's taken longer than any other league that's come out, so. But so far everything's looking cool. Like I'm hoping they release some more manifesto stuff tomorrow. I do like their more upfront comms this time. Yeah, though no more archnems, so, or you know, a different variation of archnems, so at least that's a plus. Like if they've weaned back some of the BS out of archnems, it should be a lot more fun. Especially in shit like Delve, you get to push down low again without having to have a mage blood. Damn, my minions are just destroying shit. Is that the manifesto? I know the patch notes are out on the 1st. They'll be on the when they announce the new league, and then I'll be fucking busy drafting videos, video after video. Yeah, it should be good. I'm staying positive with this run around. I think it's gonna be a good league. I'm really enjoying SRS, honestly, this is really good. Level 40. Just smashing through the axe. Yeah, I think if we get some really cool skills, not like one really clunky skill, but we get some like legit good skills, it'll be a game changer this league if they do that. Craft some shit on this. Aha! Alright. Take it. So if I summon Reaper, I've already got kitted out. And we'll play with that after. So we want to go this way, and then we want to get knock Lancing Blows, so we're going to go up into here. We could take Lancing Blows, it's a possibility. Yeah, it'd be nice to just get a good solid level buff, or good buff to, you know, skills so we can use them. Yeah, it really is. It really is suffering everywhere. What are you stuck on? Just in mapping in general, or are you just over it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, was it you get the supporter pack after level 50 or something like that, and then that's really the only incentive to keep playing it. I think it's still a good filler though. Like, at least it keeps PoE sort of invigorated while it sort of dies down for those last couple of weeks. Yeah. It's pretty demoralizing. It's like, fuck this, there's a lot of other games coming out. What build did you play? I'm not gonna miss Archons. Oh really? Yeah, SRS is pretty busted. It looks weak when you run the tree, but then you realize you got 20 minions doing 100,000 apiece, and it's like, alright, that's a fair bit of damage. Spectral Helix is pretty good, but yeah, you would have run evasion for that thing. Oh yeah, wasn't worth straying, I'm guessing. That's... yeah, it's not really a, its ascendancy doesn't really appease armor very well. I don't usually play minion builds, so I find minion builds not tedious, but I find them mind-numbing. So that's why I thought I'd play this, just as something that I don't usually play. Ah yeah. That's pretty cool actually. That means like just perpetual fucking SRS generator. It's just an underrated skill, I think, these days. Like, everybody's has always got into this trend of playing like carrion golems and stuff like that, but SRS is just solid. Especially with all the new gearing that you can do with it now. I got a skin today actually of Endless Deli. Character effect. Spent way too much money on this game. Yeah, Mystic. That's what I got today. Mystic character effect. Ah, okay. Yeah. Worth every second, and you wear it like once just to show that you were fucking crazy enough to blow that much time for that $15 MPX. It's just out of principle, I think. No, I'm gonna use this MTX on my build for this league. It looks cool. Just sit here on the edge of the map, spawn my SRS to bros. Pure Rage. One way to drop tail. Alright, we should be able to get Unleash now. Unleash! Yeah, that's what I want. Then you Phantasm, run that on that. Alright. Now I can just unleash a blaze of SRS. Yeah, that's way easier to sustain constant SRS now. I'm not feeling any challenge from this. SRS is really easy. Like I'm only on a 4-link as well. Like they just go off and just destroy everything in the distance. I'm getting that hankering though, like I want to go down and kill Crystal Kings, but I can't do it yet until the new league starts. I gotta wait a couple weeks. I fucking love Delve so much. I could not see a league. Every league I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna play Delve this league. I'm like, nah, I gotta play Delve. Oblivion, eh? Oh, I'm almost selling it to myself that I want a league start with SRS this time around. Just the Guardian instead. Because like you could delve with this. This would be a no sweat delve build. Now I gotta see this Oblivion skin. This Oblivion. Skill effects. Are you talking about that one? Onyx Oblivion. What does that look like? Like, it does look cool. Raging Bees looks better though. Oh, demonic. Oh, that looks dope. Alright. I'm not gonna look at that because then I'll spend fucking money that I shouldn't be spending. What was the... That one there. Oh, that one there. Oh. Looks okay. I reckon the demonic is cooler. Either way you stack it, it's worth every cent. Just a flex. Much better armor that I'm running. Oh, I know what you mean, man. I do the same thing. I look for the MTX for the build that I'm going to run that league, and then I end up spending money on it. I already know the armor set that I want to buy, and I'm like, it looks like the Crusader armor out of Diablo 3, which I love. I'm like, fucking hell. It's so expensive, but it just makes the experience so much more fun. Yep. $200 supporter pack? Yep. Maybe they'll announce new supporter packs, and then we'll be buying more supporter packs this league, just because, why not? Do you mean the channel Path of Exile builds? Yeah, controversial one, that one. I'd agree. I've had a lot of people post up, and number one, they gate their builds on a website, which is just a slap in the fucking face. So you can't get the PoB unless you subscribe to the website, and then they get you on ad rev on the website. The other thing is when you try those builds, they don't work. So when I was before I was streaming and stuff like that, I tried a few of those builds. They're not like, there's either something missing in the information on how they construct the build, about the mechanics, they don't explain it very well. I think they think it's simple, but if you're a new player, I wouldn't recommend it. Fast as Fuck makes really good, like crazy builds, but they're not a good channel to follow if you want a build that's going to get you through to endgame. That's going to be relatively easy to play. I think people really, like, they get off on the endorphin rush of watching a crazy ass build, but it's another entire thing having the expertise to be able to min and max a build to that level. It's like, that's its own niche in itself. It's very different from, like, if you watch one of my videos, right, I pretty much break down the mechanics, and really, you know, it can be boring in areas, but if you watch it through, you'll really learn how to play a build, and it'll work. Because I don't play builds that I can't get working within a reasonable budget. There definitely are a few bait channels out there. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. The amount of those fucking dudes who sell currency that have contacted me and I've told to fuck off is unbelievable. Because like yeah, if you're trying to flip a buck, yeah, you could do it, but you know, it really shows your integrity. If you add that shit to your channel, then you sort of deserve to get banned. The fact that that's permissible for such a website that sort of has that name and whatnot is crazy. Yeah. I don't know, I guess that's why people watch my league start videos and stuff like that. Like, I only ever put shit in those videos that's doable. Or within reason, you know. It does take a little bit of breaking down some things, but, you know, with all in all, it works. Like, the British Exile, he has some good league start builds. Like, his Bleed SRS build is solid. Like, you know, Bleed SST build, sorry. There's other creators that I don't feature on the channel for other various reasons. But generally, I try and look for the smaller creators who make really good builds and put them on the list. Sometimes I've got to go in and rip the trees apart, simplify the build out, modify the gearing. It's really good, man. It's just, it's so consistently rock solid. Like, I'm not even trying at this point. I'm making myself want to play SRS. So chill. Like, this is supposed to be a hard sort of event, and I'm not really feeling it. Just sit here with my army of goddamn raging summon, raging skulls. Look at this bullshit. Yeah, Skelly Mage is still strong. There's, you know, the people go on about, oh, they fucking ruined Skelly Mages. They didn't ruin Skelly Mages, they just made it a little less powerful. It's still busted as shit. But what people generally do is they chuck a huge tantrum when a change is made, say that GGG fucked the game up, and then nobody plays the build, even though it's still perfectly viable. Except for melee. Melee's still fucked. But there's, yeah, Skelly Mage will still work. This just does mad levels of damage. This couldn't be a more OG build if I wanted it to be. I'm so glad I picked this to play. I'll be streaming over the weekend too. I'll be on working remote, so I'll just be chilling in my little unit, streaming with my 4GX. Look at that, easy as pie. SST, if you play Bleed SST with the shield that I ran on my Shield Crush build, super powerful. Even not Bleed, you can just play it like on hit SST with the Inquisitor, and it's super powerful. Jug, sorry.
Regulate amount of bits around up, hope to see you on the mountain. Level that it rose to, always said it weren't supposed to. All the danger that we brought him, it's important how you heat it when you're forging. Gotta have spirit when you're walking with some force, it's important. Count the blessings you're afforded, only you can give your purpose. Just remember you deserve it and you're worthy if you want it. Tomorrow isn't promised to nobody. Be ready if it's on you, cause it's yours if you're about it. Less of the doubting, be about it. Hope to see you on the mountain. Hope to see you on the mountain.
Yeah, like elemental conversion, you could play it on the Inquisitor. Like cold build probably work. Or you could play it with lightning, and you could use 2 Ventus Gambles, negative lightning stack. Hey Alice, how you going, dude? And run a Doriani's prototype. Yeah man, just old school D&B tonight. Fuck. Keep getting like stuck. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Hopefully that drops enough. Yeah, you gotta keep juicing it up. Oh yeah, like run the MC and shit like that, man. Fuck! That's annoying. I feel like I can't move, and they just absolutely mob me. There we go. Some max block. Yeah, don't play this HC. Would not recommend. At least not the way that I'm playing it. It's like running at like 2 frames per second the whole time. You're like, fuck my life. I can play this on high settings on my laptop. I tried it the other day. The laptop 3050 is pretty powerful. Though it helps, I got a 14 thread Core i7 in my laptop too. Pretty crazy beast of a machine. Probably. I haven't checked. I haven't really been paying too much attention. If you ain't got a 3050 Ti for a PowerPoint, you ain't doing it right. Oh man, my laptop days are good. I'm all G now. My laptop's, you know, not as good as my desktop, but it's pretty close. So I couldn't part with my old PC. So my old PC, which is a beast of a rig that I used to stream on, is actually my lounge gaming rig now. So it's hooked up to my TV. Oh dude, PCs are easy as fuck to build. You just gotta take a punt, go to yard sales, buy old shitty PCs, pull them apart, tinker with them, blow a few up, and then you're all good. You'll know, you'll be a master. I did learn the hard lesson about with M.2s the other day though. They put fucking M.2 sockets in the weirdest spots on boards, usually underneath the board heat sinks. and you're just like, oh, okay, so I've got a M.2 with a cooling sink on it, but it doesn't fit underneath the board heatsink. So you got to rip the heatsink off the board, and then sort of jerry rig the motherfucker. It's just like, ugh. Hey Silvio, how you going, man? I'm a ROG man. I buy nothing but Asus ROG. If it ain't ROG, I ain't buying it. The brand that I'll never go near again was ASRock though. I had all sorts of issues with building with ASRock. But yeah, Asus ROG. I built every rig I built with Asus ROG Mobos. Never missed a beat. And I have built many. Yeah, that was $800 AUD alone. It's just crazy expensive PS5s. It's weird. I used to work for EB Games or GameStop, whatever you want to call it. It used to be really common to have like consoles and stuff like that. Now it's like you can barely find a PS4 in stock. It's pretty crazy. Never used to be like that. Yeah, I think you just honestly you're better off buying putting it into a graphics card and saving up another like $800 and building a good PC. This was the debate I had originally when I was first buying a PS3. So, like, you look at the use case of a console, right? All you can play is video games. Whereas, like, if you buy a PC, if you build a good PC, you can not only use it for video games, work, school, and then you've got also the added benefit of like media design, you know, movies, all the rest of the shit you want to do on it. You can do absolutely everything on a PC, which you can't do on a console. Like these days, most things have controller support. You can hook it into your lounge TV if you want. Like, options are endless. That's all I used to use my Xbox One for. It was a fucking media streaming machine. That's all it was. That's all it did. It served one purpose: stream media. You're like, I feel like I should use this for more, but it didn't have any other functions that I wanted it for. Probably get custom damage taken now. Oh man. Was. It's actually pretty affordable now comparatively. But you can do the same shit with a $60 Google, what was it, Google whatever it is, Chromecast. It's literally that cheap. Gotta get molten shell. Yeah, that's probably what that's about what I did with my my PlayStation with Destiny 1 as well, because you couldn't get it on PC, so that was the only reason. Destiny 1 was such a good fucking game. I loved it. I still like Destiny overall. I think it's a great game. But I wouldn't play it this day and age. I can't get molten shell? What the hell? Well, that's a bit of a rip-off. What did I want in the absence of molten shell? Fuck it, we'll get steel skin. I got that for PC when it came out on the Ubi store. There was Division 2, wasn't there? I didn't get into Division 2. I thought Division 1 was a cool concept, it just wasn't well executed. The dark zones were really cool, like, that was some out of the box thinking. I was living at my parents' house when I had Destiny 1. That was a long, man. Fuck, makes you feel old when we start talking about shit like that. I never played Division 2, so I'd probably agree with you. Riding the curtail was the first Division, still couldn't get it right. I still remember the first time I got Eyefinity working and I played Witcher 3 in Eyefinity. My god, that was such an awesome game in Eyefinity. I had an Atari 2600 as well, man. I had an Atari 2600. A SNES. I actually had the Ghostbusters game. I had a copy of the Ghostbusters game. And now, like, looking at it, at the time I was like, how the fuck do I play this trash? And now it's like, oh yeah, no, this legit was a dog shit game. That was really cool, Cookie, yeah. Oh, Cookie. Sega Mega Drive or Genesis? I had friends with those. Man, I remember having the shareware discs that you used to go to the shop and buy for like $5. And I remember playing Road Rash and Diablo 1 for the first time off one of those. That was so cool. I had the floppy disk version of Wolfenstein, like the original OG Wolfenstein 3D. That was such a good game. Fucking that will stick with me until the end of days. Wolfenstein 3D. Actually, this is it really cool. So my dad, who's almost 60, plays video games, right? So I got in COD Modern Warfare 2 and now he's smashing that. And so he was actually the reason why I play video games. So he would like go to work and they would play Doom at work, or they would like Doom 95, or they'd play Wolfenstein at work. And then he'd come home and tell me about it. And then we got our first Windows 98 rig. Well, actually, sorry, we got a 486 from a yard sale. which was dog shit. So we went to another yard sale and got a Windows 98 rig with like 120 meg on the hard drive and a 2 meg GPU. Man, it was just a different day. It was fucking awesome though. If I could go back and live that again, those are some of my best days in gaming. Like, kids these days will never know what it's like to go on game fix websites and stuff like that. And yeah. Oh man. Pre-Windows gaming. I remember when YouTube really wasn't a thing and you had to go to like gametrailers.com to be able to like search for trailers and like look at game trailers. Road Rash is pure fucking Chad. That's one of the best fucking games ever made. It's like go up and you like hit spacebar to kick. There was another one where it was like not Twisted Metal. It was before Twisted Metal. I can't remember what it was called. And there was one where you could like, it was like Destruction Derby racing, like with like rocket launches and shit like that. But I can't remember what that was called. Oh man, makes you feel old as shit. Dial-in connection, yep. Dial-up. Fucking bring. Oh man, this is the fucking point, man. Oh yeah, that's true. Or you used to go to down to the newsagent. Or the corner shop and buy like the game cheats book and shit like that. Man, I fucking feel old as shit these days. Just like, kids don't know what it was like. Like, you couldn't just go on the internet and just go and go, oh yeah, this is how you fucking cheese this. There was no such thing as like what I do at my channel. There were no fucking guides or anything like that. Oh. Yeah. If you look at the analytics on my channel, it's pretty much all people our age. Like that 30 to 50 year old age group, like 28 to 50, I think it is. Yeah, I played Armageddon. That used to be everywhere. Yep, I remember Game Shark. Fucking bringing back some memories. It's like how boomer are you? Well, I remember a day when you had to buffer a single JPEG and it took like 10 minutes to load. Oh man, I remember having Halo 3 LANs back when like Halo and Xbox 360 was huge. Console gaming just isn't now what it used to be. And like I remember Griffball. Griffball was fucking legendary. We had like we had like 4 Xboxes on LAN syslink through a house, and we like fucking LAN cabled the entire house. I never played Harpoon, no. Remember fucking laying Cat 5 cables all over a house. Yo, you got power connectors everywhere. Everybody's drinking. Fuck, those were fucking best days of gaming. No internet, you just like 20 dudes or whatever, 16 dudes sitting in a house in every different room playing shit. Yeah, okay. No, I never saw that movie. wish you have like just a week and go back to when you're like at high school playing video. We used to install like Quake 3 Arena on all of our machines at school, and that used to be basically what we do every other minute. If we weren't actually doing schoolwork, we'd just be playing video games. Yeah, this was pre-nerds being cool and everything else. You're just a fucking loser. Yo, popular kids come to you, can you fix this up, or can you like design this website and stuff like that? You're like, yeah, sure. I've got nothing else to do with my life. It's not like I'm out partying and having fun. Man, you're in a fucking different age zone. That's dinosaur years there. Next year you'll start talking about fucking Betamax. I remember when I went to school, I pretty much lived in the library. That was my go-to. I never fitted in at school. I think I think we've been playing games for long enough now. Like, I know, for example, my dad's in his just about 60, and he plays Call of Duty every single morning. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to like 100 hours in the next bloody couple months. I think now that it's just like part of everyday culture, I could never see a day where, and I've had, you date women who are like, oh, gaming's for, kids and stuff like that. And you're like, fuck off. I think I dated one person, and they're like, oh, you better not be into gaming, and if you're dating me, you can't be playing games. And I'm like, well, we ain't dating then. Like, I think gaming is just part of culture now, and if you grew up with it, you're going to be doing it until the day you die. Old school, man. Old school. I can see myself retiring. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to when I get to retirement in about 40-50 years time, it's because I'm never going to be able to retire early with the current climate of things. It's going to be waking up every day and live streaming as an 80-year-old man playing video games. That's one thing that I'm like, you know what? There's something to look forward to when you retire. An excuse to get up every day and play video games for the rest of the days. And if I die at the computer doing the thing that I fucking love, then I'm going to be a happy man. Actually, I couldn't think of a better way to go out than sitting at your computer playing video games, drinking fucking iced coffee in your 80s. That to me just seems like the best way to go. Just have fucking on your tombstone. Make sure you write gamer for fucking life on your tombstone. Exactly. Just have on there, as I was at 20, I'm still dog shit at Diablo 2 at 80. Death by gaming. He died the way that he lived, being a fucking legendary gamer. Being the goat at gaming. It'd be awesome though, you have like grandkids and shit like that, and it's like, what are you doing? Playing video games. Like, isn't that what we all do? Fuck that bitch. World of Warcraft it is. Nah, man. I hate that extortionary shit. Where it's like, oh, you have to pick between your hobby and passion or, you know, doing what the other person wants to do all the time, which is basically the same thing. And I've always looked at that as, well, if I'm offered an ultimatum, then I'm just not going to do what you want and I'm going to do what I want. And if you don't like that, well, see you later. I think over the years I learnt that lesson the hard way, and never again. Yeah, man. It's not even a fucking hard choice. It's like one thing you'd say to like younger dudes, as you get to like past your 20s, and you don't realize that, I guess, until you get past your 20s, your 30s and 40s, is you know, there's compromises, but there's definitely not a compromise when it comes down to the things that you love doing. Yeah, ultimatums never play well. Somebody always walks out the end resenting the other person. Yeah, exactly, Croaky. You know, but the thing is, like, you want to find somebody who accepts you for you. And I once dated someone, and they upfront told me, like, you know, I care about you, but I hate the person that you are, and you need to change. I was like, well, I fucking don't hate me. I think I'm okay. So I'm not going to do that. And obviously that relationship didn't last. So it is what it is. But yeah, never giving up the gaming. What blockchain's that? We're almost at complete max block. Yeah, I reckon, man. It's so you're giving me a choice where I don't have a choice. That sounds like a fun outcome. Yeah, seriously, SRS is no-brainer. Yeah, that's it, moderation. And this is actually a really interesting one that you see with like younger people these days. And I say younger people loosely because I'm on my way to 32. But they can't discern the difference between like gaming and priorities. Like, you know, you've got to have a job, you've got to maintain that, you need to study. Or you need to at least invest in your education. A lot of people don't get that these days. Like, what's really vexing is you see like people who try and make content, they post any old shit thinking that that's gonna float. But what they don't get is like the guys that make it on Twitch and whatever and have it as a full-time job. It starts as a hobby. Not something you're deliberately trying to make a profit out of. You should have a career in the background and figure out what you want to do. But a lot of people are just too wrapped up and, oh, I got to play games and that's going to be my career, and yeah. Void Sphere is so good. Welcome back. We're just absolutely smashing bosses at this stage. I'm 3 levels off the challenge cap. Fucking Tide Pods, that's crazy. I heard about that. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. It's an interesting one when you start looking at like professionalism in jobs these days, and talking to a lot of like more senior colleagues and things like that in different industries, and people, yeah, they're just, I don't know, generations changed. People don't want to work very hard anymore, and they just want everything handed to them, or they want the easy road. Yeah, like that's a really good comment there, Croaky. Like that's it. Like, you know, like I knew at school I wanted to be an accountant, so that's what I studied to be. And you know, you invest in your art, you get good at it, you earn your stripes. But I never thought that I would be live streaming or making videos on YouTube as a hobby. And that's why I call it, it's a hobby. Hey Aaron, how you going, dude? I used to sell video games for a living, and the comment I'd make is when the one thing that you enjoy becomes a job, you no longer enjoy it. It becomes strictly a job, and that's where it's just like it goes from, you know, hey, this great thing that you're doing to something that you just start to really loathe. I remember when I was selling video games, I barely played video games, but yeah, I just watched a lot of gameplay online and stuff like that, which was really interesting because that was my job every day, talking about games. Yeah, exactly, man. Like in Australia, I think it's 14 and 9 months or 13 and 9 months. As soon as I could get a job, I was working. Ah, yeah. In the car driving home. Yeah, that's really interesting, man. Like, so like when I started as a, yeah, and like every professional, you start a job, you get out of uni, you don't get very much money. Like, you don't walk out of uni and get paid top dollar because you don't have any experience. So, you know, even when you're hiring staff, and this is the way that I look at it, you can get the most qualified person in the world on paper, but if they've got no real experience, as far as I'm concerned, they don't have any qualification that is marketable to me, depending on what I'm looking for and what the specification of the role is. That's it, Jacob. Like, be a great vet. Be a vet that, you know, helps people, and the goal is to help people, and you can do the YouTube thing as a side thing. Like, it shouldn't be the focus though. Yeah, and that's a really interesting one, Dwight, because sometimes I get into the mindset, I'm like, oh well, I might as well stream, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I've got to have my time when I'm not working. When I'm streaming like this, I'm just genuinely like, you know, I'm just chilling out right now. Like, I've had a pretty long day at work, done a shitload, I got to travel tomorrow, got meetings and stuff like that, and it's nice just having you guys to talk to while I play. Some nights I don't stream, so that's why I don't stream every night, because I just genuinely need to switch off. Fuck, man, that's a decent drive, but hey, that 1 hour drive though, you just put some beats on, or like what you're doing here, and just chill out. could have gotten that ossuary. Yeah, I will say this, like, I don't think I would ever want to be a full-time streamer, because it would just take away the enjoyment that you get from streaming. Man, the SRS is slapping hard. It's volume of hits. It's all about more hits. Yeah, that's it, man. Long drive's pretty good. I used to like doing midnight or 2 a.m. stock takes at TPSs and like fuel depots when I was an auditor, and then like you'd be like driving for like 2 hours down the range, and there was no one else on the road, and like 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, it's just you in your car listening to beats, hopped up on caffeine, go to a Macca's, get some food. I fucking used to love those nights. They were great. Or where I work now, there's a 6 hour dead leg trip. So like you between townships, it's like, yeah, have a good one, Silvio. It's like 6 hours, so I chuck on like a Warhammer audio book. Yeah, Croaky, I think if you do it to interact with people, and to be honest with you, like I don't have a lot of people in my personal life anymore, so it's nice having, you know, and what I do, I don't really know many people in my personal circumstance that are in the path of exile or anything like that, so it's just nice having people with like-minded sort of things going on, or being able to talk to people about it. Yeah, introversion's really interesting, man. So when I do the what was it, the Myers-Briggs, I test as an INTJ, which is just a fucking baseline. Like it's a spit shoot in the dark as the personality trait. But I am introverted. So when I wake up in the morning, I start with, you know, a full tank, and then during the day, by the end of the day, I get depleted. But then I learned how to be a salesman, and then, you know, streaming was hard because you have to get comfortable with talking to your computer, basically. Yeah, initially it's hard, it's awkward, and then once you figure it out, or you get the confidence in it, you're just like, oh, okay, this is cool, like I'm okay with this. I actually really enjoy streaming like this now. It's probably going to be a better one to get, but it's not going to help me. Yeah, it's a little awkward when you first start. You're like, oh, I feel like cringe and whatever, and then you're like, get used to it. Yeah, when you watch yourself back, it for the first bit, it's a little weird. And like, I'll be honest with you, I edit my videos, but I don't really watch my own videos because I think it's weird. Like, why would I watch myself, sort of thing? Yeah. When you start to see growth on your channel and stuff like that, that's when it starts to get really interesting, and you're like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'm doing something that's clicking here, and so you keep doing it. And then it becomes second nature, and then you're just like, oh, how can I change my editing styles up and make it cooler or more engaging, or the content? How do you make more engaging shit? Yeah, that's how it felt. You go through like all the spectrum. You're like, do I go no camera? And then you figure out, no, you want to have a camera on because it's more engaging. Though people do stream without cam and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing to think about. Whoa. Oh, did you check the channel? Yeah, man. I sit there some days and I'm like, who the fuck wants to watch videos and streams of me? Seriously, like, fuck me. It's when you see that type of growth, and like, I don't have a big channel. I got a pretty small channel comparative to what's out there, but for PoE, it's like, I guess it's an okay sized channel. It's, yeah, when the views go up, you start to get it's a bit daunting. Oh dude, best way is just post the video and then learn by trial and error. Like, you know, the biggest thing I learned is like, don't try and be anybody else. Don't copy what other people do. Just be you. And like, if anybody, you will get people who will throw shit at you and speak to you like shit, and that's just part of the game, really. Yeah, man, I'm almost at 16,000, and with League Start, it'll grow probably grow a fair bit as well. So League Starts tend to have the biggest growth uptick for my content. Nah, man. I've tried coming back to Last Epoch so many times. I just can't get into it. Yeah, man. I don't do the whole, hey guys, I don't have that built into me. Yeah, it gets good viewership. Well, when League Start kicks in for that first month and a half, it gets pretty good viewership. And then it starts to like drop off as the league deteriorates. And I find like a lot of my content is really, people search my content for information more than anything else, which is fine. Like, that's what I try and target, so. Take that off. Yeah, man, I need a good league. But the biggest thing, I guess the biggest thing with my channel is it's not huge on Twitch, so there's no exposure to GGG or anything like that. They don't care about me, so I just do my own thing. Yeah, Archdem really fuck with this game badly. Yeah, that was just bad decision making. Yeah, Twitch isn't made for exposure. That's why, like, I do the multi-stream, but I think YouTube's where it's at for I actually like producing content, so. But it's pretty hard to break into an established market, so. All you gotta do is just persistently keep hammering away and chipping away at it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And that's what I focused on when, you know, I keep upgrading the content and the whatever. I focus on the pre-existing community that I built up. Which is why I'm not interested in like exponential growth or anything like that. It's, yeah, I'd rather have a really strong community base on the channel than have 2 million subscribers and only have a few log in. Just, yeah, exactly, man. Quality over quantity is always the best approach on it. I think I decided on multicasting for the accessibility more than anything else, because I know some people like Twitch over YouTube, plus Twitch drops and stuff like that. So OBS has the capability to do it, might as well. Though I don't know how the bitrate's going to go while I'm working on a 4GX connection over the next few weeks. That's going to be an interesting one. Man, I don't know. I was thinking about him the other day, actually. He's just fucking disappeared. He's probably like, he'll come back for the league and do his usual, play like the first like 2 hours of the league and make 50 divines and a mirror, and then just leave the game after that, like his usual strategy. I loaded into Twilight Strand and found 5 mirrors. Yeah, he used to be in here all the time. Though I think he got a misses and stuff like that too. I remember he got a misses and maybe job and stuff like that. Yeah, it used to do my head in with the oh yeah, I've got 5 mirrors stacked up. It's like, yeah, okay, buddy, sure you do. You're like, yank the other one while you're at it, why don't you? Yeah, yeah. He'll more than likely just troll the living fuck out of me. Miss hearing about him going to eat his salmon. Always salmon, never anything else. Yeah, priorities change, man. Yeah. Yeah. No chest hair. Fucking wig. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I left 5 here for you plebs. Nah, he was good value though. We still love fucking with him. Got him. Right, finally got any gem I want now. Yeah, exactly. Switching to RF, fuck yeah. Can you sustain it? Oh, pardon me. Vitality. I'm gonna have to drop vitality, I think, so I can run determination. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Nice. And keep leveling up auras, so I should have a shitload of armor. Right? Yeah, it is a really good skill. So shut up, Templar. Just do your job. There we go. You just need to have overcapped fire res, and about, if you're running Inquisitor, you want about 800 life regeneration per second to sustain it without it eating your energy shield. As long as you got about 80% fire res, as in 5% overcapped fire res on that, on your base fire res. Oh, yeah, beyond 75%. Yep. You also want fire damage over time and burning damage. So not ignite. It doesn't scale ignite because it's burning damage, which is different. So you want damage over time, flat damage over time, and fire dot and burning damage. And then that's all there is to it. Then you just build a shitload of armor and everything. Yeah, exactly. Life taps was a good addition for it. Yeah, exactly. It's got to be elemental damage. That's it. Duo builds, yeah. It's like full party or nothing, or solo. Yeah, RF it plays the game for you in those early levels, and then you start min-maxing it. It's various levels of tankiness after that. That's why it's so popular. It's such a good build. No, it's good if you're on fire trap. It's good enough. You can pretty much face tank. What a lot of higher end builds end up doing is they switch to staff, and staves really gives you a shitload of advantages in gem levels and fire dot. I played it for a few leagues. It's pretty powerful. Yeah. Jug variant's not too bad either. Yeah. And then you run the Ascendancy Unbreakable or whatever it is, and you're just unstoppable. Fuck is the gate? God damn it. Well, if you do the 4-link, you just get a helm. You get an Elder Helm, craft an Elder Helm. It's like concentrated effect and whatnot. You create a technical 6-link. Yeah, exactly. You just walk through and it's a becomes a walking simulator. Yep. Super tanky, so you don't get one hit. Delve only goes like, you can get it pretty low in Delve, but I think even with a really tanky build with high investment, about 600 it does well, and then it sort of starts to drop off. Unless you've got a Mage Blood. Mage Blood really kicks it up. Oh, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Ah! There is going to be a few deaths here. Yeah! My reses are a bit shit. Be a bit OP then. Oh, okay. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, I've started multi-streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so you see me on any platform, and I'm there. I'm gonna be playing Low Life Cold Dot Vortex this league, Jacob. So yeah, it's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be a good league start. I predict it'll still be OP. Yeah, it'd be pretty OP, man. That's exactly why they wouldn't allow it. Because it'd be abused straight away. And my SRS is just absolutely slapping right now. Didn't even hurt me. Nah, man, fuck that. Vortex is just the OG. It's fucking awesome. Don't you be talking smack about my vortex, man. Yeah, that's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, it's so tanky. It's fucking insanely tanky. And easy to gear too. Once you get your shabs, you're pretty much, you're good. Like, or that or a Solaris Lorica. Nah, it's not gonna get touched. Don't you be talking shit. Talking a lot of shit there. You're like, God damn it. Watching SRS, this looks fun. It's really relaxing. It just does the job. Effortless. Bet you I went the wrong way. Yep. Nope. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sort of just winging it. Damn it. Hate spikes. First of many trials. Yep, that dominated in Endless Delve because of the that Ashes Club or whatever it was. The 500% ignite duration. So overpowered. Such a stupid item. Give us an entry item. Yeah, I know, man. Maybe they'll make a big change to lab this week. Not likely, but it could always happen. You never know. Bone Shatter in SSF, that's good, and then you hybrid with evasion and armor. Garatha put up a really good video for that a few days ago, last week. Yeah, that'd probably, and you level that up with Spectral Helix. Carrion Golem, not Carrion Golem, actually really hard to get that working without investment. Anything with mines, basically, Saboteur builds. And traps as well. As I can't remember what trap it is. Shockwave trap, Seismic Trapper, that's good for SSF as well. Poison Concoction as well, Occultist. There's a few builds. Maybe this league I'll do a curation for that. Because even I'm thinking about playing some SSF this league, but definitely. Yeah, Ice Trap will work. Nah, this is just my first character line. I'm just breezing through. This is just a really solid build to play. Though when it gets to mapping it'll struggle, but right now it's good. This is minions. It's like Delirium isn't even in the game. Oh, don't worry, man. I'll go back to Trade League. I get off on delving for Divines. I love it. It's just a thrill. Taking down Crystal Kings and selling all's uprisings is nothing better. The 20 Divine Determination sale. Yeah, exactly. This event's more made to just cheese through the campaign and get to the leveling points. I think more so than really progress, because it's just insanely absurd. Yeah, exactly, man. That's why I love Delve. Actually, I changed my my channel banner last night. I redesigned a lot of the channel assets. Yeah, it's all Delve centric, so I love Delve. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was a really solid build. It did get a bit weird the further down you got, but yeah, it worked really well actually. Yeah, I went on Fiverr and I had the logo design, and then I had someone design a banner. I didn't like it, so I redesigned it all myself. And I had an idea at 2 AM in the morning, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna redesign it myself," because I do Photoshop design myself. So it turned out really good. So I was like, hell yeah. I need a 5 link now. Oh, pardon me. Oh shit. Oh yeah. There he is. Belly of the fire drinker. Oh yeah. Ah well, if you're done with it, might as well let someone else get some value out of your gear. Got it. Yeah, it's pretty fucked. That's a problem with melee at the moment. You just didn't believe in the heart of the cards. There you go, that's some Yu-Gi-Oh for you. Guitava just wanted it more. It was just more invested. Yeah, I wouldn't be playing League Stars with melee. Yeah, I got this character effect from that. Yeah, exactly. I did play with Bone Shatter about a week ago, and it was so damn powerful if played right. Scales really well. And that was in SSF. That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty OP. It's all about stacking trauma. More trauma, more damage, but then you got to balance that out, 'cause if you stack too much trauma, you kill yourself. Which is half the fun of the build. No worries, man, you had fun. Yeah, man, I'll be streaming tomorrow night anyway. Go down that way. Have a good one. Have a good one, Ella. Damn, that carrying golem's still smashing a lot of enemies. Are you talking about farming only Garashis? Only if you got the time to do that, man. Only if you got the time. I wouldn't recommend though. Oh, pardon me. almost like set and forget.
Such an easy build.
Oh, pretty much, man. Whoa. All right, everyone. I've got to get up early tomorrow and get the rest of my bags packed. No worries, Aaron. You have a good one. I'm gonna head off myself. Yeah, I'll be online in probably tomorrow night, actually. But